Hi, my name is Jack Morin. I'm a baritone from Michigan that performs Korean Gagok. And this is JiYeon Lee, a pianist originally from Korea that studies at the University of Michigan. And today we will be performing 봄처녀 and 그리움 금강산. So at the university, there is a project called Korean Art Song Resource, already started by a professor here called Dr. Matthew Thompson. And I saw an advertisement for it, and I've always been interested in performing music that's outside of the Western canon of songs, English, German, French, Italian. So I signed up for it. It's funny because Dr. Thompson, the person who leads the project, has a lot of familial ties, is what brought his interest into the art form. He's married to a Korean. His grandfather was in the Korean War. I just saw it. It seemed interesting, and I've since been really enthralled with the script, the pronunciation, and the beauty of the songs. But the thing that really moves me about Korean songs is that it's a whole new set of stories that I haven't really gotten to experience at all, being in such a Western-dominated area. You know, all the stories of, you know, people growing up with this music, and Pimok and 그리움 금강산 telling stories of the struggles of the land over the past 100 years is really moving, and things that I wouldn't have known about if it weren't for these songs. So coming across this, finding this meaning in it, in the true story behind it has been really meaningful for me.
Wow.
So 봄처녀 really has that emotional meaning to a lot of people that sang it in school in the 50s and 60s. And so I never miss an opportunity to utilize that song's outreach and how it can move people. And then 그리움 금강산 has a similar popularity, but it's one of the pieces that I find the most moving, as I was kind of just talking about, the story about it that I'd never known before, of 금강산 being just north of the border between North and South Korea is deeply moving to me. I've looked a lot at art that artists have made of it over the years, and the song itself, speaking about how it calls to the Korean people, really resonates with me in a way that I can't ever fully know myself, but that I try my best to by performing it.
Oh, that's a wonderful story. Thank you.
Well, I'd certainly call them the same thing. It's certainly the language itself. Hangul is incredibly accessible. The word I jumped to before used to be easy. That's not the right term. The right term is accessible. And Korean is often called phonetic, which means that what you read is what you pronounce, because of that, which is close to true. It's very good in comparison to a lot of languages like English. But all of those details that you need to know as a singer so that you get everything right every time that you go through it are really what I dig into every time, and certainly the biggest struggle, alongside, of course, understanding the language itself as you sing it. With these songs that I've sang this many times, 범천영, 그림, 금강산, I have a good understanding of what every word means every time I do it. But even these older Gagok use older language than modern Korean. So even as a part of Korean Art Song Resource here at Michigan, we'd have, some students translating that are native Koreans, and they go, I don't know this one. So not only getting a full understanding of how the translation works when the language functions so different than English, but also just getting a good translation is always a struggle. But at the same time, that's what's most rewarding. Some of the comments that I find most pride in that I've received over the years is people seeing those YouTube videos commenting, I didn't look at my screen and didn't realize that he wasn't Korean. So seeing those barriers and being able to surpass them really shows, firstly, that I think more people can and anybody can, because my time starting Korean to that concert that went viral was only 8 months.
Right.
And that was self-study with some guidance with Dr. Thompson. If we had a proper class that was 4 months, I feel like much more people could get there. And so that's also absolutely the most rewarding.
That's great.
One of the most remarkable experiences that I got to have was that I was invited by KBS World through their program Korea Invites You last year, brought a bunch of people around the globe that had special connections to Korea. And I had a really wildly wonderful 5 days there. I was a part of Gagok Superstar, another KBS program that I did not, unfortunately, advance to the final round of. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, so glad to be here. The palace is excellent, the city is excellent, but I was just looking up at the mountain and going, I want to climb that, and I didn't have the time to. So I hope to get back someday.
As a South Korean, Korea has beautiful scenery and beautiful mountains, everything. Thank you, Jack. Now we are honored to hear your performance with the pianist JiYeon Lee. Please enjoy two beloved Korean Gagok.
to